Facing the fear of not being able to sing again, for me was definitely one of my tougher moments. I had to be hospitalized for COVID-19, and I was intubated for 5 weeks. My lungs, my kidneys, and my liver, they all were inflamed by COVID. And at one point I was given a 10% chance of surviving. I'd received great care, but I knew that in order for me to really get better, because I was trying to get off the ventilator, but at the hospital that I was gonna need a smaller community that could really push me and be able to help kind of motivate me and to help me get off the ventilator. And so one of the physical therapists that I had there referred us to Barlow. Barlow served me in such an amazing way. When I first got here, I was still dealing with the trauma of what had happened. I was in a very emotional, fragile state. I was, honestly still even dealing with some of the meds. Like I still wasn't completely myself. Immediately when I first got to Barlow, I felt like I was where I needed to be. The nurses were very attentive. I felt cared for. And beyond just the physical care, I feel like I received emotional healing, things I didn't know that I really needed, but the therapist kind of even saw beyond just my physical condition to really ask me how am I doing emotionally and spiritually. I'm a man of faith, and it kind of brought that back up to my forefront and gave me the strength to really lean on my faith during the time, and I feel like that really gave me the strength to get through and to get off the ventilator in a quicker fashion than what they originally maybe expected or even hoped to see. Before I was hospitalized, I was very busy doing a lot of singing, serving at my church, Saddleback Church, the South Bay campus, and was pretty active. Since I've been 6 years old, I was singing, and music has been such a big part of my life, and it's also, beyond my passion, it's how I make my living. And so I was very concerned that I may not be able to sing again, or not being able to sing in the way that I used to. Working with one of the speech therapists I remember when I had the trach, they put some type of a lens or something on it that allows you to be able to speak. And for the first time when I spoke, I sounded like Batman. My voice was very gravelly and very low. And I remember thinking oh my Lord, is this my new voice? And they kind of calmed me and were like, no, it takes a while. Your voice will heal, it just takes time. And I remember trying to hum a little bit or trying to sing as I got better, and it wasn't the same, but thankfully things are improving now. But it's still a challenge getting my lung capacity back, after having COVID. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. When you're coming through something traumatic, is for me having COVID and having a trach and having such a drastic life change. You want to feel safe, you want to be in a place where you're going to feel safe. And for me with Barlow, I felt extremely cared for. There was a peace of mind that I had of knowing that people were 24/7 looking out for me. And I feel like what Barlow does is beyond just the physical. To me, Barlow has some of the best nurses and specialists that really care, and you can feel that they care. And when you are sick and you're in your most vulnerable place, you want to be in a loving and nurturing environment, because that's just as important as your physical health. They take care of the whole person. So I'll be forever grateful to Barlow for all that Barlow has done for me. Because of Barlow, for me, I feel like I'm able to get back to life. I feel like that my future is looking bright. I believe that I will fully recover my vocal health, and that I'll be back singing and doing what I love to do. But even beyond that, I've had an experience that has taught me to be grateful for life and to use every moment that I have to make a difference.